And this adds a little bit of a, I regret that part. I'm surprised at least 80% of the time. Not doing that again. Acne covered teen or a 50-year-old woman. I'm wrinkly. Hi, welcome back to Trying to Do Makeup with Amy, where we do makeup. I'm comparing doing my makeup here in America to doing my makeup in Australia. Recently, I was in Australia visiting my family, literally right before the pandemic hit. I couldn't help but notice doing my makeup was really different in Australia versus America, where I'm currently living. So I filmed myself doing my makeup in Australia, and in this video, I'm gonna copy myself and see how different it is. This is really strange. Watching yourself back, 1 is awful, 2 is really weird, but we're just gonna watch my past Australian, I'm still Australian, past self in Australia back. Okay, we're going straight in with the Fenty primer. I'm just gonna try and keep up. I don't know why I'm using hydrating primer when I'm already beyond hydrated. In saying that, I'm really gonna use it here because I sure do need it. I've already moisturized my face like 3 times today. Plus, added some extra super hydrating cream to my wrinkle areas because I have those. Who would have thought that at 25, I think I'm 25, at 25 that I would have so many wrinkles. Not in Australia though. Then I move on to, wow, I'm going in with more primer. Why am I using so much primer? This is the Fenty Biofilter Instant Retouch Primer. You know why I'm using this? I remember. I'm so hydrated already. I want something to matte myself down a bit, especially around my nose. My nose gets super oily, so this, I guess, is to counter that. Not sure why I put hydrating primer on before it. Anywho, we are very primed up. I don't often use a whole lot of primer, so I don't know why I'm using 2 here. My face is already feeling dry. It feels dewy for 2 seconds before I'm going in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I was using a lot of tinted moisturizer over there because caking on foundation when it is really humid is just kind of gross. Definitely too dark for me now. I guess with real sun, I don't look as translucent. We're just gonna take a brush and we're gonna smush that in. Take a look at my skin there and take a look at my skin here. I don't look dewy. My face has eaten the product as there. My face looks super sweaty. I reckon that my skin is just so dry here that the top layer of my skin is kind of already half flaked off my face, but it's just sitting there, so it won't mesh with the product properly. I'm now going in with some concealer to cover my little spot friends on my face. So I'm going with a Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Basically, it's friends with this guy. It's in 50W. Seems pretty dark, but I'm using it. Look at that. Trusty Tarte Shape Tape. Just gonna plop a little bit of this. What am I doing? Why am I applying so much? But then again, it's nothing in comparison to my previous video. Lean In just emphasizes the lights. You probably can tell that I'm not shiny. Now I'm applying powder. Going in with some powder to blot down some of that dewiness. Not gonna do that because my face already looks matte. Moving on, one of my favorite products, the Fenty Matchstick in Amber. Gonna do my typical nose contour. I don't think there is any other way to nose contour for me because I don't really know how. When I try other ways, it ends bad. Gonna smush that in. I'm actually not feeling as dry as I do some days. But look how nice my skin looks there. I have never dreamt of humidity so much in my life. Really ever. Look at me pretend like I actually know what I'm doing there. With all the pointing and applying and pointing at stuff. Here we are. Hollywood Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. Really nice for dewy skin. Blends in like a dream. I did find that I was having issues with this side. It would skip. It wouldn't actually blend in really well because I had so much oil on my face. So I guess that's a plus of being here. This singular product is a little bit easier to work with. What am I doing? I'm just looking at myself. That is the Mercier powder. in translucent, and I'm really just, well, I'm going for it. I'm putting that all over my face. There was one day I tried not to apply powder and it really didn't go well for me. We're just gonna skip that. I'm using the Fenty bronzer into Sun over top of the cream stuff, I guess to help hold it in. I'm saying that I probably don't need it. I really don't need that much, but I'm still going. Okay, we're gonna keep applying it and a bit more. Cool. I'm going in with the Hourglass palette. I don't know what this is. This is the ambient lighting Hourglass something something. I'm doing this. Oh, I'm going too fast. That's too fast for me. Slow down. And then across here. Then I'm going into this little one down here for some blush. Just applying that to make me look blushed and cute. And this adds a little bit of a powdery sheen so I don't overglow. Oh, under my eyes is already feeling powdery just from that. Okay, I regret that part. It is brow time. And my brows were pretty well the same, but I can say I don't really get dry and crusty in my brows, and I'm proud of it. In Australia, I didn't really want my brows to drip. I would put powder through them, otherwise the pencil wouldn't stick to my skin. I'm not gonna do that because I don't need to. I would draw them in like I normally would. What a nice close-up of my forehead. Then we're gonna tap tap. This is in the Boho Ofra palette. I actually really like it, but I've changed some things out. So this is half highlight and half some kind of bronzer. Would not tell you what the colors are because there is no way I'm getting this thing. Just kidding, I did get it out. It doesn't say what it is on the back, so never mind, you'll never know. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and we are applying that to my lids. Look at how dewy my face is. I look sweaty. This is probably one of my favorite things to do. Going in with the highlight next to it. I'm pretty sure this is the Rodeo Drive highlight. Probably one of my faves. And we're just gonna put that in the inner, this section. And it just brightens your eye up and makes you a little bit glowy and a bit dewy on your eyeball lid. Gone underneath the eye with the other one, so on and so forth, la-di-da, like I normally would. I haven't been using a liner recently. I've just gone in with this dark color in this palette, and I guess I'm just lining my eyes with it. I actually find this is so much easier than using a liquid liner. Moving on to mascara, we are racing through this part because we're past most of the dew. Right, I'm going in with the English. This mascara is my favorite. Works in both humidity and dryness, so I love it. And moving on to highlight, I'm using this little baby milk makeup. What is it? Just a highlight of some kind. Not sure why I need to use cream highlight there, except who doesn't want more dew? But here especially, putting on powder really brings out my under eye wrinkles. Pop a little bit of my finger and tap it in. I'm pretty sure I went in with the highlight I used on my eyes, just on the tip of my nose. If I don't use a powder on my nose, all the makeup just slides off. I'm gonna put some of that dew up a little bit higher, hopefully to remove some of those forehead wrinkles that have already set in. Honestly, I don't know if you can see this, but why is my skin so incredibly dry? I don't understand. Time for some lips. We're all for a glossy lip these days. I'm using this one, the Fenty Fussy. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a real good close-up with the non-existent wrinkles. Can you see these wrinkles? As the day goes on, they really form and become their own thing. Same sort of thing on my forehead. I frown a lot, and this happens. And then these wrinkles, because I'm surprised at least 80% of the time, when I relax my face, they are still there. So obviously I still have the wrinkles in Australia. They didn't just disappear, but they did. They did just disappear. I basically look the same, but the wrinkles, they're there. I'm wrinkly. In Australia, I look like a fresh baby out of the womb. It was a nice change, but I'm back here. There's probably not a lot that I can do. I did try last year to get some moisture back into my skin and then gave me this bad breakout situation that I had for over 6 months. Not doing that again. Acne covered teen or a 50-year-old woman. I'm undecided. The only solution is find some humidity. Stay there. Hope that was somewhat insightful, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like down below. Also, go follow me on Instagram at Amy_Leesha. Come say hi. Hope you're having a good one. Stay safe. Bye.